Ever wondered what it's actually like to sail on an adults-only cruise? Like, is it wild? Is it awkward? Is it basically just a floating party that never stops? Today, everything gets covered. The vibe, the people, the entertainment, and yes, the pineapples are being addressed too. This is Cruisify, and by the end of this video, there will be a clear picture of whether Virgin Voyages is your kind of adventure or not. The biggest question everyone asks, is this cruise just for young party animals in their 20s? Not quite. On a 6-day Caribbean cruise on the Valiant Lady, the crowd was genuinely mixed. Yes, there were plenty of people in their mid-20s to early 40s, but there were also tons of people in their late 40s, 50s, and even into their 60s and beyond. It's genuinely a mixed crowd. When Virgin Voyages first launched, reports suggested the average cruiser was 50 and up. Now, it does skew a little younger, but not exclusively. Adults of literally every age were on board, having a great time. And since it's adults only, everyone is 18 plus, no kids running around the pool, no little ones smashing every elevator button, just adults doing adult things, whatever that means to you. Short answer, absolutely not. The passenger mix included couples, solo travelers, groups of friends, people with young kids back home taking a much-needed break. Virgin Voyages is genuinely welcoming to everyone. Solo travelers especially, there were dedicated solo cruiser meets on the schedule, and some solo sailors even scored reduced single-passenger rates or booked solo cabins. So, going alone is absolutely a viable option. People of all backgrounds, all relationship types, all orientations, this ship had them all. Walking through the halls, it looked like any other cruise line, just without the kids. If this is helpful so far, subscribe to Cruisify. We help you cruise smarter, not harder. This is where Virgin Voyages really sets itself apart. Before boarding, there were a couple of shows that sounded a little questionable, the kind where standing near the exit, just in case, seemed like a smart plan. But here's the thing, some of those shows aren't even on the schedule anymore, and everything that was attended, genuinely entertaining. Yes, there were some cheeky moments, but it never crossed into truly uncomfortable territory. It pushed right up to the edge, and then stopped. Here's a quick rundown of the entertainment. The pajama party, first night of the cruise, kicks off around 11 p.m. Bring actual pajamas, people go all out. Super fun, very lively. Runs well past midnight for those who want it. Untitled dance party show thing, yes, that's actually what it's called. Be ready to stand the whole time, go in with an open mind, and just have fun. That's genuinely all the advice needed. Dual reality, a really creative, unique show. Not raunchy at all, just genuinely different and impressive. The Misbehaved show, think love and marriage game show, meets a drag queen host meets slightly chaotic audience participation. Easily offended? Skip it. Open-minded? It'll be a blast. If there's one thing people talk about with Virgin Voyages entertainment, it's Scarlet Night, and honestly, the hype is real. Around 8 p.m., the entire ship transforms. Hallways light up red, the energy shifts completely, and the whole cruise comes alive in a way that's unlike anything seen on any other cruise line. Everyone dresses in red, so pack a red outfit or at least a red top before boarding. That's a non-negotiable. The evening builds through fun little activities around the ship before it all explodes into the most electric deck party imaginable. Dancers performing, people jumping in the pool, music pumping. Yes, there's some risk dancing near the main stage, but it stays firmly in the fun and cheeky zone. Nothing overwhelming. And the best part, participation is entirely on personal terms. Want to dance till 3 a.m.? Go for it. Want to watch for an hour and head to bed? Totally valid. Nobody pressures anyone into anything. Subscribe to Cruisify for more honest cruise breakdowns, new videos every week. Okay, the moment everyone's been waiting for. The pineapples. For anyone who doesn't know what upside-down pineapples on cabin doors mean, just Google it when this video is done. But here's the honest experience. Not a single upside-down pineapple was spotted on anyone's door the entire cruise. Could that stuff still be happening somewhere on the ship without being visible? Sure, anything's possible. But it's certainly not an in-your-face thing, and it's definitely not something that defines the experience. Most people on this cruise booked it specifically because it was adults only, meaning no children, not because they were expecting some wild adults-only experience. Many of them were actually surprised it wasn't raunchier than they expected. That says a lot. Some passengers even expected the crew to be more scantily dressed or more provocative in how they interact with guests. That's also not the case at all. The crew looks professional, acts professional, and the overall atmosphere doesn't feel like anything inappropriate is being pushed. So if there were any worries about this cruise being overwhelming, uncomfortable, or just too much, based on everything observed, it genuinely wasn't like that. It's a cruise, just without kids and with slightly better parties. This is a big one because there's a common misconception floating around that if someone isn't a massive party person, Virgin Voyages just isn't for them. That is simply not true, and it needs to be said clearly. Yes, there are absolutely people going hard until 2-3 a.m. in the clubs every single night. The energy in those spaces is real and it's non-stop. The galley even serves 24-hour breakfast, so it's completely normal to walk past and see people grabbing eggs and coffee at 2 in the morning after a full night out. That crowd exists, and they're having the time of their lives. But here's what doesn't get talked about enough. There are just as many people quietly heading to bed by midnight, people enjoying the incredible food, relaxing in their cabin, sitting on the deck with a drink, and just taking the whole experience at their own comfortable pace. Virgin Voyages doesn't force a party lifestyle on anyone. The option is always there if it's wanted. But nobody is making announcements telling people to get up and dance. Nobody is dragging guests to the club. The vibe is very much, here's everything available, take what works and leave what doesn't. That flexibility is honestly one of the most underrated things about this cruise line. Here's the honest final take, and this is important for anyone still on the fence. Virgin Voyages is for people who are open-minded, not easily offended, willing to try something genuinely different from the usual cruise experience. Done with kids on cruises? Seriously, for many people, the adults-only aspect alone makes the entire ticket price worth it. Looking for something fresh? If every cruise has started to feel like the exact same experience on a different ship, this will completely change that. And age, yes, the crowd skews slightly younger, but people of all ages were genuinely having the time of their lives on this sailing. Solo travelers too, with dedicated meets and salo-friendly pricing. It's one of the better options out there for people cruising alone. It is not exclusively for wild party animals. It is not some kind of adult entertainment experience. It is not just for young people. And it is not going to make anyone uncomfortable just by being on board. It's just a really fun, different, and genuinely well-run cruise line that happens to not allow children on board. The food is great, the entertainment is creative, the parties are optional, and the overall experience is something that stands out from every other cruise line out there. And honestly, that combination is a pretty strong selling point all on its own. That's the complete, honest breakdown of Virgin Voyages demographics, entertainment, Scarlet Night, the pineapple situation, everything covered. Drop a comment. Would you try Virgin Voyages, or is it still not your thing? Subscribe to Crucify for more honest cruise content. See you in the next one.